It is July 24th, and this is, of course, the video log that takes 30,000 to a million. It's definitely going to happen, and today's helping out a little bit. I'll show you the account. It's not a big jump. It's just I'm not really at an all-time high yet, but hopefully soon. A lot to mention today. I'm completely out of my XK position. I'll take you through the account in a second, and I'm going to show you how to crush a sideways market and how I'm going to take you through one of the companies that I use to sell options against and what it's netted me in the past half a year or a little more. All right, so let's go into here. I'm sitting at 61,614. Just real quick, XK was up a little bit, quite a bit today, and so I actually sold out all my position, all 300 shares. So you don't see it at the top of the list anymore. I usually keep the most active stocks that I like to trade at the top of the list. Went up 7.08%, and now it's up a little bit after market as well. And if you're curious as to what I sold it at, I sold it at 254. Right now it's sitting at 260. So I'm out of this position. Luckily I have some more EXK in a different account, but this account is done, and so my scaling out is complete. So it can feel free to fall now, but my guess is that silver might run all the way up to $18. That's my number that I'm thinking. Of course, I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not a financial advisor or a market predictor. I don't really care. I just do scaling in and out, and I sell options. That's all I do. Not really into the business of predicting markets, right? So if you want to see all the transactions and all the scales completed this cycle, the last buy I had was at 178. You can see here 188 I've bought, etc. And then I've been selling 200 shares at 219, 200 at 238, 200 at 244. And now a $200 profit here at 254. And my guess is that Endeavor Silver will keep going up, especially if silver goes up another $1.50. It's going to skyrocket. XK might even get to the upper $5 range, in which case I'll probably sell in the other account too. Hopefully I don't suffer some major losses. We'll see. I'm looking to lighten up my English. I'm looking to lighten up my position a little bit from XK though, because I know it's a high cost producer, and that's why I like to trade it, because the swings are very volatile and they can benefit a lot from a mildly rising silver price. But what I've noticed in late is that they've been underperforming relative to the other silver companies, and even relative to SIL, which is the silver market ETF exchange traded fund. So I've been kind of looking at different companies and trying to study them. I like Wheaton Precious Metal. I still have some Wheaton Precious Metals over here. Let's see, where was it? Wheaton Precious Metals, and it did appreciate today, $14 or 1.63%. I am up 61.75% on this company so far. I have sold calls against it, so I exited about 200 shares already worth of this company. Look at the 5-year chart. This is what it looks like. It's nearing a peak that experienced in 2016, about $30, at which point I'll probably sell these shares as well, these 33 shares. But it's looking pretty strong. I'm thinking the silver market might run, but for the all intents and purposes of this account, I'm done with these companies, because I'm looking at sideways markets like this one. Look, this is what I want to see for selling options and profiting from a sideways market. And if it's going into some parabolic moves, I'm not into chasing tops, at least for this account, or trying to pick bottoms. All right, so that's what's going on with Wheaton Precious Metals. A quick look at the rest of the account. Apple's fairly flat, and then everything is really flat besides the silver move. That's where I made all my money today. Uranium companies thankfully are not falling. $21 in energy fuels, and as you can see, I'm up a little bit over $200. It's basically all EXK here, and then I sold out. The company that I want to show you and that I've been crushing a sideways market with is Seaspan. It's another company from a long time ago that I've been trading, and it's been really good for me over the years. And it's another company like EXK that actually isn't higher now than it was before. And if it wasn't for the trading, I wouldn't actually make any money off of it. So I'm thankful that I'm doing scales and selling options. I have something on my eye, sorry. In order to profit, because otherwise it wouldn't be very profitable. So let's take a look at Seaspan. Here comes Seaspan. So you can see over here that it shows that only have appreciated $80, but in reality these $80 gains aren't even mine, because here, look at this, a negative $80 on the 2 contracts that I've sold against my shares in Seaspan. So I'm about flat. I've already collected all the gains that I could gain from this, and I'm just waiting until August 16th for these 200 shares to sell out, and then I'll collect the premium and then I'll be free of the liability. All right, and basically I'll have my premium free and clear. So, and this isn't the first time I've done this, of course. If we go to the history here, I'll show you. So here's the contract that I sold, $50 on these $2,000 worth. That's about 2.5%, which is great because it was a 1 month contract. 2.5%. If I do that every month, that's quite the returns over a long period of time, and that's exactly what I've been doing here. It's a little messy, but combined with the dividends and all the sales of calls and put sales, I've actually collected quite a bit of gains from premium. And I picked this date right here, October 29th, 2018, because it's a little bit more than a year, than a half a year. It's about 9 months or something. And I want to show you the gains from this point on. Now, if you're wondering why I picked this point, no, this wasn't losing. As you can see, I've been collecting dividends here for a long time from this company, and actually my average entry price was like at the $7, so I don't want to include that. I even bought some at $5 right here at $6.73. Okay, so I'm in the green quite a bit. There's a major purchase here. Look, I've been accumulating this for a long time and trying to get into to a size where I can sell a call against it, and that's exactly what's been happening. I've been collecting dividends, so I actually made about $400 prior to this point right here. So now this is where I bought a lot and I started to accumulate and sell calls, right? Now, ever since this point, including this $20 dividend here, 36 dividend here, I've been playing around, and now I've collected $250. All right, $250, and so that's what is that? $250 since October, plus all the gains since I bought that initial, which is about $300. I mean, we're looking at quite a bit. So maybe 25% gain since October, and half of that is just selling premium. And hopefully this continues. Like, I want to sell puts against this company now as soon as it goes back down to $10, and I'll just keep gaining money from this sideways market, right? And if the market isn't giving you anything to work with, you can still make money off a sideways market by selling calls and puts. So this has been appreciating. Anything over $10 doesn't really matter for me, and I'll just wait for it to drop down towards 10 so I can sell put again. All right, and keep collecting money. So that's how you do it. As you can see, the 5-year here, look at this flatness, right? It looks a little bit like Cameco. It's another company that I like to sell puts and calls against and collect money from a sideways market. Now that silver is going into a little bit of a hyperbolic move, or might start it, I'm not gonna do this anymore, right? I might just own some stock or something, but I'm not really gonna sell options against it. So I'm looking for something like this, like what Seaspan's been looking like since 2017. Okay, there we go. If you want to make this your expertise, you can. Obviously, there are risks involved. If you sell a put and the company ends up dropping down 50%, now you own it at a higher cost. Obviously, you take a lot of losses, so make sure you're careful. You know, don't just listen to some random people on YouTube about this. Like, do your own research and make sure that it's your decision, right? You got to feel comfortable with the amount that you're investing, etc. All right, so that's all I wanted to share for today. I just wanted to say that, oh, I didn't show you the Seaspan. My bad. Let's go back into Seaspan. I had face cam on me. So this is what the Seaspan looks like for 5 years, right? Look at it. It looks like the Cameco chart over here. Can't believe I just showed you my face during this period. Anyway, it's reminiscent of Cameco, right? And if you want to see it, let's take a look at Cameco so you can see. It's a very good chart to profit from a sideways market. Look at the Cameco chart. It's almost identical, yeah? Just a mild gain over a long period of time. And now it's time for me to buy puts again. I mean, sell puts, and that's exactly what I've been doing. I just sold 3 puts for August 30th. And I'm hoping to collect some Cameco shares, of course, so I can sell calls against them and profit from a sideways market. And that's how you do it. All right? So that's all I wanted to share. And with that said, I'll probably make another video on Thursday night. If not, definitely on Friday or Saturday night. Well, Thursday's more likely, actually. All right, that's it. Peace out.